what a VP choice means to a presidential campaign. We're joined by Mark Levine, Democratic strategist and radio host, and Jack Burkman, founder and president of Burkman Associates, a political consulting firm here in Washington, D.C. Gentlemen, thank you both for being here. And
thank you.
Let's start with something that I think you both will agree on. Both sides are very excited about this Paul Ryan choice.
Yeah, I mean, they're salivating. They think this is the far right. They think they can beat Paul Ryan. I think it's a good choice. I think it was a surprise choice. It wasn't something I expected. I mean, I know Paul Ryan for 20 years. I think he's a great guy. There's not another person out there, save for maybe Rick Santorum, that could energize the right wing of the Republican Party, energize the base. Now you have a fully energized base. The only thing we have left to do is sell this to swing voters. We have 80 days to do it. I think you can do it, and I think the ticket will win.
I think Jack's right that it's a right-wing choice, and I think he's right that Democrats are salivating. Look, even Newt Gingrich called Paul Ryan's plan right-wing social engineering, and it is a radical plan. He wants to end Social Security. He wants to end Medicare. He wants to basically scrap the New Deal programs that have worked for 50 and 80 years. It would be the largest transfer of wealth, if the Ryan plan comes, from the middle class to the rich ever in American history. So if you think the rich need more money and the middle class need less, Romney-Ryan, that is your ticket.
I don't know what he means by transfer of wealth. I mean, Ryan... When you, as an international channel, the case for Paul Ryan to your international audience, I mean, look what's happening in Europe with Italy going broke, with Spain going broke. Ryan is the ultimate man who can prevent this from happening to America. In some sense,
he's the austerity measures guy for America.
He's the only serious person in either party. I mean, Mark can go on forever. His party doesn't have a single person who could even come close to balancing the budget. I mean, in some sense, Mark should admit that whatever you think of Paul Ryan, he's the only one out there that's offering any kind of a plan to solve the fiscal crisis.
Well, what does Paul Ryan bring to the party? Because, you know, this announcement came out, and, you know, last time in 2008, Sarah Palin was this huge explosion, this big splash. I'm not sure it's
it's the base. He mobilizes the right wing. Nobody, like I said, nobody, save for maybe Rick Santorum with the social right, nobody other than Ryan can get the base fired up. And that's what Romney needs, because Romney's a liberal Republican and the base doesn't like him.
I think this is a splash. I think it is like Palin. I think it's a showing that Romney thinks he's way down in the polls, just like John McCain was, and he had to do something radical, so he moved to his radical right. The thing is that it's really, I think it's an admission that he's lost, frankly, and that he's trying really, really hard to get his base in order, because he knows the middle of America doesn't like his policies, which, again, transfer wealth from the middle class to the rich. Well, you know, Jack said that he was for austerity. He's not. His budget would add $10 trillion to the deficit. He voted for the Bush tax cuts. He voted for the Iraq War. He voted for the Medicare prescription coverage. This is a guy who's all about transfer of wealth to the rich, not about austerity.
I have no idea what they mean by transfer of wealth with the Ryan budget. The only thing, their only solution for doing this, I mean, we can talk candidly about it. What they want to do are massive tax increases on the rich. The rich pay, the problem with that, we've had these discussions before on this era, we can quibble about the numbers, the top 5% pay the vast majority of federal income taxes in the United States. If you want to say, I want to solve the budget crisis by taxing them, I think that's pretty nuts by any social standard. I don't see where the social justice is in that.
Okay, Mark Levine, Jack Burkman, thank you both for joining us.
Thank you, Elaine. Thank you for having us.